even acting quite alien-like. And I'm like, man, what kind of drugs are these people on? And my buddy Kevin was like, these three
All
are
of
on
them.
ketamine for sure.
Fucking all of them, dude. Hippie
And
culture.
dude, I've been a DJ for fucking since I was 16 years old, and I fucking made these digital fucking sound bites. But Marshall Applewhite, when he talked, that was pretty interesting because his eyes were always open real big, and he's all like, there's some good samples out of there, but it's like, I think investigators were like, wow, we probably would have been better off if we would have not known what the fuck was going on and just fucking chalked this up as mass suicide, not investigated, because they were all like, who the fuck? I don't know. What do you mean, Jared? What do you mean they went away? They're all still there right behind the Hale Bob Comet, bro.
Maybe.
And I mean, it sucks that they couldn't get a shoe contract for Puma because I really don't like Nikes.
Dude, I
They
used
would
to
have
hate
the
Nikes.
Samba Nubucks, the
I
black Samba
love my
Nubucks with the white
fucking
stripes.
Nikes, though, dude. I love them because I had to fucking beg. I had to basically grovel for them fucking Nikes.
No, they fucking rolled over some fucking chulos on the fucking south side, dude. And they're like, oh, man, well, we better hurry up with this suicide thing because these chulos are coming for us and they mad. And they running at us in flip-flops.
Fucking shit.
I mean, It was like, I swear that I saw like a diversity of like people from different ethnicities like walk into Heaven's Gate. And then when they're all having their interviews, I'm like, wasn't there like a fucking couple Latinos and a black person in this gang and a couple Asian folks? No. It was just all 7 foot tall lesbians with bald head. Okay, all right. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm not 7 feet tall. I'm 5'9", but that's like 7 feet tall in female height.
Oh yeah, because I'm 5'9" in men's heights. That makes me. I'm fucking like I can fucking walk under your table standing straight up.
Dude, yeah, but no, a man who's 5'9", a female who's 5'9", that's nice.
Hey, I almost married a girl that was a fucking like she's a fucking like she's a North Face model and she was like fucking 6'2" and like everybody's like, God damn, dude, do you have a problem with them? She's like fucking towers over you. I'm like.
Dude,
Bro,
I
why y'all
can't
fucked up
do
about? Well, y'all fucked up
tiny.
about.
Like, I can't
I'm
do
like, why
tiny
y'all fucked
men.
up about height, man? You afraid she's gonna beat you in some fucking half court or what, man?
Height is nice. I think height is nice on men and women, but like I just can't do short, scrawny kings. I'm like, dude.
You mean like the Gollum / fucking white trash meth head?
Well, they're not golems, but they're just
Well, no,
like
but I mean the
5'5",
body structure. It's like
5'6", and tiny, little skinny guys. And I'm like, I feel like you're gonna have to climb a mountain just to get on top of me.
And I
And then it's
sure
like,
as
I
fuck wouldn't be talking
apologize,
all
I'm
that
so
mad shit
big.
for being that
Like,
short.
it's weird.
I'm like, man, y'all talking some mad shit for being this short. I mean, somebody could just put you in their pocket and you disappeared like you was in China.
I like had dated for a brief period of time a guy who was like 6'5". He was skinny too. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I believe he was also in the movie The Gods Must Be Crazy. Fellow with the spear, I believe. No, he was the fellow with the Coca-Cola bottle. That was it.
Oh, I had another dude who was like 6'5'2". That guy might be my kids' dad, for real. And my son is like 6'5". My son's like 6'4". He's tall as fuck.
And he's 4.
He's 4 years old. He's 21 in February. My God.
Nice.
Yeah, I have 2 adult children. I was a young mom.
I have one adult child who is 23, who his mother kidnapped from me on his 14th birthday.
Yeah, my kids' dad kidnapped my son when he was 3.
Isn't that nice?
It sucks.
I love it when people do that wholesale fucking maneuver in their life that just fucking without any concern of like any collateral damage or who's getting fucked off of this. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with Jared? His ex-wife kidnapped. Oh, well, that would fuck up your day, wouldn't it? Oh, I just thought he was Cuckoo for cuckoo. Okay, well.
It was like, I have to be honest in that moment. Like, it's, the one and only time that I have ever been even remotely abusive towards my children. My son had like ADHD growing up, and I had been under a severe amount of stress in life. And we were sleeping on the floor at my sister's house and shit. And he was like, I was exhausted. And
I get it.
he like woke me up. He would wake me up every morning because he had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, babe, go by yourself. And like my sister was such a psycho bitch that he was like
Oh,
afraid to go by himself.
knows your
So
situation, but it's making it worse for you.
yeah, exactly. So he needed me to go with him, but he didn't need me for that. He could do it himself. And I'd be like, just go, just go. And he would be like, no, mom, go with me, go with me. And I like grabbed his arm and was like, go to the bathroom by yourself. And it left like a bruise on his arm.
Oh, honey, don't be too hard on yourself. Now if you would have said, and I fucking took the kid and fucking kicked him straight in the ass and went 45 foot across the room, picked up a fucking 2x4, said, get in the fucking broke the board, got another one, bathroom,
That's like literally the one and only time I've ever been like that. Swear on my life. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
tell
think
people all the
it was a mix of my kids' dad being jealous because I was dating, being mad, trying to get revenge. But like his mom and his mom's boyfriend were like, no, that's a problem. We're going to take him. And I was like, what? My whole life has been my children for the past like 4 years, pregnancy alone,
you
all
said
that
it was
shit
your
alone.
in-laws.
Yeah,
Oh, they love to fucking
get involved. I know.
because all you got to do is call DFS on one people's fucking family, and DFS is gonna have their own fucking idea what the fuck's going on, and whoever made the call has their own idea what the fuck's going on, because any bad situations where DFS should have been involved, they were
Well, like,
looking at the wrong parent or it
yeah.
was all fucked off. It's like that shit. It's never that shit. You know, and I mean, if you're an in-law, you obviously are a parent. That's how you got to be in the position you're in. You know, that's just no fucking. That's just vindictive and shady.
I know. Yeah, it sucked. But like drama aside, it was better for the both of our lives.
You know what? That's a fucking admirable quality in a person is a fucking. And I don't know if that's you might how that may be how you process that trauma up to this point in your life, but and that's kind of how I've had to do it too. Is like, the time I got cornholed. Yeah, I mean, you got to go back and be able to live in those moments and not have it live rent free in your head and shit. I get that. I mean, but I mean, typically people. I mean, typically it's not you calling DFS on yourself. You know
I've
what
done
I'm
that.
saying. You know what I'm saying.
I've done that.
Well, I'll also say that I tell people this all the time. It's like if you don't question anything you've ever done as a parent, you weren't doing a good job.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying? I mean that. I mean, I remember when my parents fucking like we're just horrible parents. Well, you're questioning your ability as parents, and because I know plenty of people that never questioned their ability as parents, and maybe had to be reminded from time to
Yeah, but
time that
that's
they were parents.
bullshit. That's bullshit because my stupid narcissistic ass mother says, I was a horrible mom. And it's like, you have done nothing to prevent that except go, I'm a horrible mom because she's just looking for pity or sympathy from you.
Victim shit, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. She plays the victim all the time.
Narcissistic moms love to do that shit and guilt the
Yeah.
fuck out of you. That look of shame, like
It's funny because I recently went through homelessness and she knew it. I was squatting in my hometown. I grew up there. And like in Holden, if you've ever been to Holden, that
I
little
know where
big
it's
town.
at.
Yeah. But like so I went through the homelessness for like a summer. And then now all of a sudden she crocodile tears, right? Where she'll be like, I just think that I'm just gonna have to live in my Subaru. And then she cries and feels pity for herself because she might end up homeless. And I'm like, How dare you?
Well, therein lies the vapidness of a fucking narcissist anyway.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh, dude, I used to hate when I
I
was on
didn't
the street,
cry about my fucking
I'd
homelessness.
run
I
into
was
this black
excited
preacher.
for the experience.
I'd run into this black preacher every fucking couple weeks when I was out on the street. He's like, brother, like God ain't gonna give you nothing you can't handle. I'm like, shut the fuck up with that shit already, man. I'm
Dude,
like,
no shit.
I mean, when you're on the streets, you can't fucking hear anybody talk about being on the streets if they ain't never been on the streets.
True.
Well,
It's
why
always
can't you stay in a
that is
why can't you
that
stay in a
is
homeless shelter?
definitely that is for sure one thing in life that you absolutely have to experience for yourself to completely understand the full spectrum of that.
That and being an empath being fucked over by a narcissist. The wisdom that you gain from that, you will never fucking get anywhere else. So it's like, oh, well, look at all this wisdom I gained in life.
But like people empathize with homelessness all the time and they're like, that's incredible. And like especially if you're
Where?
people empathize with it all the time. And
Not where I was at, man.
but
It's
like
because there was like one dumbass fucking homeless dude that was like, "You got $1?" No, I don't. Well, fuck you, and then made a scene, and everybody saw it. So that's what everybody thinks of homeless
well
people. I'm
there
like,
are
oh
some
fuck.
they empathize with some people like cuz my experience was the backpacker experience, like the
Oh, right.
city survival backpacking is what I did. And but like motherfuckers who have ruined their lives, I have empathy for that too. Because I'm like, I understand how like the cycle of abuse, the cycle of drug addiction within years and years of your family, and you entered into it young and never escaped, and now your life is fucked, and now just absolutely no avenues to fucking put yourself back on your feet. Period. And I'm like, I get it. That's hard. I give
Yeah,
cigarettes to
and
the
I get
homeless
that too.
motherfucker
But when
every
I was
single
out on the
goddamn
street, I
day
was like,
over here.
look,
I
we all
feed
got,
him dinner.
I was like, we all got here to be on the streets for different reasons. Seems like we all got a common goal to get up off these fucking streets. And I'm like, come on. I'd be running down the street and nobody's following. And I realized after like 2 years, like, not everybody's trying to get up off the street. And for various reasons. Some people don't want to be found. Some people can't assimilate back into fucking. Some people like, I don't want to have to fucking suck I don't want to have to suck the dick of the man. I'm like, dude, just get a driver's license and get a fucking ID. Like, not fucking smoke a fucking glass dick all day long. What? I'm
Yeah,
like,
like
dude,
do the
I'm like, if I
fucking
can do this shit, if
legwork.
I can do this,
You
y'all can do
just
this.
do it. Like for
Well, then, and
real.
then there's like 15% of the people that are out there that you start to realize, oh yeah, well they ain't trying to get up off the street because they ain't trying to be found, they ain't trying to be fucking located, so they don't have to put their names on a sex offenders list. It's like, oh, they're child rapists. That's why nobody hangs out with them. And then that one guy's like, hey, I'll introduce you to the mayor of Tent Town, see if he can make you a member. I'm like, no,
Oh
fuck that.
my
I'm
God.
like, dude, I am lone wolf. I don't need no Captain Save a Ho with all of his treasure chest full of fentanyl and the 15 hookers he's got buried under the fucking, railroad tracks.
See,
Now,
hang
you
on,
know about that?
hold on. I love the layers of reality people live in. Tweakerville, dude. I spent years of my life sober in Tweakerville, so I know all about that shit. Mayor of fucking Tent Town. And every time anybody ever been like, come meet the king of fucking ding dong or some shit, I'd be
Dude,
like, really?
the most like possessive, like object possessive people ever are the people that ain't got a fucking thing. Dude, I used to get so mad when I see homeless people steal from other homeless people. I'm like, I would be like, I would make a fucking scene. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You didn't have shit 15 minutes ago, and you're gonna take this guy's shit? He just gave you breakfast. You gonna take his shit? I'm like, I'm gonna make sure there's somebody around this corner as soon as you walk around, take that shit. I'm like, the fuck, like,
Yeah.
and God, I fucking hate it. If I ever saw a homeless woman on the street, I'm like, girl, we gotta get you off the street immediately because it becomes a fucking like Shark Tank. It's like
I know. It's
it
street
turns
life
into
is
like
hard.
caveman fucking ideology. Like,
People don't know that
y'all just
either.
might as well just be dragging the girl.
There's some people like Stalker, I suspect he may have a drug addiction. He looks pale and sickly when I see him. So I'm like, he got methosis, like what's
Oh,
going on? But like,
Well, I
whatever.
mean,
Some people struggle with drug addictions for a lot of years and then they finally
hey,
get sober. Like,
I
I
can tell
have
you a lot of.
friends who struggled for like 15 years of their lives and then they finally got sober and never went back. So it's like, there's still hope, there's still hope for this guy.
No,
But
I
like the
think I
thing,
believe
hold
that.
on, there's like layers. I talk about like the class divide sometimes, and like there's layers in society, and like there's layers in Tweakerville, and
Oh, there is.
it's like he would be one of those ones who's like, oh yeah, I fuck around with drugs and people on drugs, and I'm like, yeah, but you're living high class meth addiction society here. I said you could never survive in the fucking trap trailers I've been fucking spending my
Right. No, I feel you. You're right. 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 Right.
like as
Right.
soon
Right.
as he
Right.
walked up into that trap trailer, immediately the men that I know who like hold reverence for me would be like, all right, you're the most insecure motherfucker in the house.
Sizing him up for what they can take him for.
Yeah, and they would treat
No,
him like
no, I know what you're
shit.
saying. I totally know what you're saying. I mean, it did because I know that there's like in my early 20s, when I used heroin and I was done with that by like 23. That was drug addiction for various reasons, but anything in the last like fucking 15, 20 years, and like I haven't drank in like 9 years, and that was the last big thing. What I was dealing with wasn't really addiction as much as a coping mechanism. And it's a lot easier for me to break off a coping mechanism, to walk away from it and be all right. I mean, fuck, there was times when I was on the streets, like I had to go find somebody that had some fucking meth. Because man, I ain't sleeping in this part of town. I'm going to be awake all night. Sorry. That's how motherfuckers end up dead. I mean, it was a coping mechanism at times a bit, but you know what, man? I sold drugs for a long time, and I'm all about stacking that paper and shit. And I know a lot of people that are down with cartels, and I know how cartels like to stack that paper. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on with this fentanyl, man? Y'all are killing your client base and your potential client base. But I don't know how. What? I'm just like, fuck that. I don't know, man. I mean, and then, man, like for all the years after I quit drinking, if I had a head full of psychedelics, I would inevitably run into a group of drunk people. And 20 minutes later, man, I need to apologize to a lot of motherfuckers in my life for the dumb shit I did when I was drunk. Because, it's like I just had this intolerance. It's like drunk people are like sloth monsters that can't be reasoned with. It's like,
Oh yeah, I know that Stalker was alcoholic. That was one of the things his ex-girlfriend told me. She was forcing him to go to rehab because the alcohol was triggering his anger really badly. And I'm like, no, this man he is angry like that without the alcohol. It probably just amplified when he's drunk. But
right.
yeah.
It acts as a tranquilizer for a brief moment, then it folds back in on itself and like,
Yeah, it's like
here comes
because I'm one of those people with like a sleeping dragon within them. I'm like,
oh no, I feel you on that.
I'm like, I'll fucking flip the house upside down. I said, I'm fucking meaner than you. You know? That's why I keep it at bay. It's not at bay. I just keep it asleep.
I'm
And for
doing
like,
you all a favor. You don't even know it by reducing the collateral damage, man. My mom, like in the last like 2 years, she tells me all the time. She's like, man, you're just like you just have your shit together so much more. Like you'll get fucking pissed about something, and 30 seconds later, you're not pissed about it anymore. She goes, fucking 2 years ago, you get pissed about something and
hey,
go
can I
on.
call you back here real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Please do so.
All right, bye.
Namaste.